What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is an old school rambling video in which I talk about myself and life, the universe, and everything around us. So there's no one big topic I want to talk about this week. It's just a bunch of little stuff, a lot of little stuff. Some's bigger than others, but I hope you can enjoy this old school rambling video where I just turn out to be a narcissist and talk about the things I'm interested in. But I am a YouTuber, and narcissism and YouTubers go right in hand, right? Anyway, let's start off with the biggest thing. E3 is coming up. Starts this Saturday. There's going to be the first presser, I think, is this Saturday. If you are interested in learning about E3 and learning what's happening there and aren't able to go yourself or aren't able to watch the live streams, feel free to choose my channel. I will post Francis Rages all about it. I will post news, update videos, and breakdowns and things, my personal opinion about what we've seen and what I think is going to be important, what's going to be interesting, the games I think that'll succeed, the games that'll fail, the news that is interesting to you and interesting to me. Of course, you can do that on any other YouTube channel, but I hope that you choose mine, and I'll tell you why. Because the channel has been underperforming a little bit lately. Could be the content I've been creating lately. Could be the fact that I'm whining a little bit more and talking about the surgery a little bit more. It could be the algorithm. It could be just the time of year where you guys are busy. E3 tends to be one of those times where everything kind of boosts back up for a little while. Hopefully it will be. If it's not, I'm addicted to this anyway. I'll keep creating even if 10,000 people are watching, 5 people are watching. That's what I do. But that said, if you're having trouble getting to the videos or seeing the videos, don't forget, if you've never hit subscribe, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I really hope that you do. Hit that little notification bell, and that'll send you a message to your phone. I'm trying to upload more during the day so that you have a better chance of seeing things, and it's less annoying to annoy you at night. So hopefully that, if you've ever unhit that notification bell, feel free to hit it again. But as long as you're watching any videos, and if you care at all, I'm just glad to have you here. So the thing is, everybody always asks me, Boogie, why don't you go to E3? You should be there. Well, there's several different reasons. The first of which is I like making videos about E3, and if I was there, I would be physically and mentally exhausted and drained. I would not be able to make videos during E3. I like live streaming during E3 and sharing that experience with you. I like creating videos with you guys there. Now, I would like to eventually go to E3. You know, almost everybody in the industry reaches out to me. We'd love for you to come by our booth. We'd love you to see this. I'd love you to do that. Unfortunately, I've never been able to do it, and that's because of the physical issue. Physically, E3 is big, and real difficult for me to do. I have trouble even in the smaller conventions. So I try to be at home for that kind of thing. But if I do, in a post-surgery world, if I lose 100, 150 pounds by that time next year, I think I would absolutely like to try E3 at least once. So next year will be the year. Of course, I said that for the last 3 years. So 1 year. 1 year it'll happen. Fingers crossed. The other reason I don't do things like E3 or maybe PAX or stuff like that as much is because those conventions seems like they would be kind of for me, right? You know, because I'm going to be playing a lot of video games, and I love video games. I'm going to be playing, meeting a lot of creators and a lot of people in the gaming industry, which is going to be for me. I'll tell you, though, I don't like doing that kind of stuff for me yet. Again, the physical pain is one of the reasons. The mental anxiety is another one of those reasons. It kind of makes it hard for me to enjoy those kinds of things. But when I go to a smaller convention or I go to a convention like Vidcon, the focus isn't on me, the focus is on you. And I get to meet you, the people who watch this stuff every day, the people who have sat through advertisements or sat through a paid promo or sat through some of my most boring videos or maybe even have helped out in other ways. I want to meet you. I want to thank you in person. That's why we always go to VidCon every year, and sometimes we have to choose VidCon over E3. If it ever lines up where E3 ends and VidCon picks up the next day, I think that'll be the year that we definitely go to E3. If we try to do that this year, we'd have to be out there for like 2.5 weeks. Just not really possible, including my wife's birthday, the whole 9 yards. But VidCon to me is definitely the choice that I'll always make because it's all about meeting you and hanging out with you and talking to you. It's all about the fans, and that's what I try to do all of these cons for. Speaking of which, we did that con in Galveston, Texas this weekend. Smaller con called the Gamecon, and it was nice to get to meet a lot of creators that I've known for quite a while. Jojo Pet TV, for example, he got me into Skylanders all those years ago by sending me his first base set. I got to meet Jerome ASF. I got to meet Big Mac Baby. A creator I've been following since 2008, though he's kind of gone off and on my radar. It was wonderful to see him and finally hang out with him. It was a really good experience. More importantly, I met a lot of fans. A lot of people, you know, one person said, your video on suicide saved my life. Other people who said, you know, you encouraged me to take my health seriously, and I've lost 50 pounds, 100 pounds. Somebody lost over 100 pounds because I told them to take their lives into control. Another thing that was really interesting this time is I spoke with a lot of people who'd had bariatric surgery. One person was 660 pounds when he got the surgery, and now he's like 300 pounds today. He's like 6'4", so 300 pounds then is probably like 250 for me at my height of 5'10". But I was at first I thought, well, what if I only get down to 300? Well, that would save my life, so I'd be okay with that. I think he said his smallest ever was 285, which is pretty damned impressive. I sure hope that I hit 285. I will hit 285. I just hope that I keep it off. Now, 6 years out of the surgery, he was back up to like 330, I think is what he said, which I know is inevitable to put some of the weight back on. But if I can keep that weight off for 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, well, that's all that I can really hope for, right? Like that's all I feel foolish to even hope for that. It keeps in mind because ever since I started talking about the surgery, I've heard about a ridiculous amount of success stories. Me and my wife got the surgery, said a gentleman that I met at the movie theater, or this gentleman here who got the surgery 6 years ago, or people, some YouTubers who reached out to me to say that they have had the surgery, but they don't want it to go public, stuff like that. Pretty fascinating stuff to learn, and how many people have had a wonderful success because of that surgery, and how even many of them have done it in secret, and they open up to me about it. That's pretty fantastic, I think. That said, though, there is the downside of the people who do fail, and I don't think the people that fail volunteer that information. And I do think there are people that die on the table, and of course you can't talk to them because they're gone. So the risk is still there, and the danger is still there, but I'm going into the surgery very, very positively because of those interactions I had over the weekend. And it was fantastic. So whether you came there to just give me a hug and say you liked my content, or whether or not you told me something deep and depressing like that, but wonderful news, or you just had me sign your hunted wampus, it was a great convention, and that's why I go to these things. As usual, though, I'm fighting off the con crud right now. My body is weak and tired, and I slept for 12 hours, and I'm just exhausted. But I like that. It's a good exhaustion. It's work well done and experience well done. I'm, of course, very happy about that. In my absence, since I didn't have much to upload and I had to edit very, very quickly, I did do a Twitch compilation video, which did okay. I think maybe 80,000 people have seen it. Again, I told you guys, if you've never seen me live on Twitch, I am very weird there. Obnoxious, I think, is probably a better term than weird. I don't know what it is. My sense of comedy when I'm live like that for 2 or 3 hours, eventually I just evolve into idiocy. I've always been a fan of slapstick humor and over-the-top humor and absurdist humor and even obnoxious humor, and I guess that's what happens when I have an audience of 2,000 people watching me expecting me to do something. Make them laugh. Make them laugh. I think that's exactly what I do, is I just try to make them laugh, even if it makes an asshole out of myself. One other thing we should talk about. I'm about to hit 4 million subscribers. I think I might hit it in the next 5 or 6 days. And as Total Biscuit would often say when he hits one of these milestones, it is, of course, just an arbitrary number. It doesn't really mean anything. But it did take me about 1.5 years to go from 3 million to 4 million, and that is very significant to me. And I didn't really celebrate 3 million, so I do have something I am working on for the 4 million subscribe milestone. It may not launch the day that I hit 4 million subscribers, though I'll surely upload a short video just marking the occasion. But hopefully after Vidcon, I will be able to set down, because I need to get some footage at Vidcon. Hopefully after Vidcon, I will set down and edit something for you guys as a little thank you for 4 million subs. So that said, I don't think I have much else to talk about. As you can hear, the con crud is tearing me up. I do have that just overall congestion of fighting off the bacteria that you get from shaking 1,000 hands and hugging 100 people. And I'm going to go rest for a little while. Actually, I'm going to film another video, I think. Oh boy. Well, I gotta make up for the gap, and I gotta get ready for E3. So, guys, as always, I love you very much. Thanks for watching. I'll speak with you soon. Are you excited for E3? If you are, let me know in the comment section below. Use the comment E3 in the comment section below. Let me know what game you're excited about. Let me know what you are personally excited about. Let me know if you think E3 is stupid. Let me know if there's any big disappointments from previous E3s. Let me know if there's something you're hoping for, or hoping to see fail, or hoping to succeed. What gaming console or PC, what company are you interested in? Let me know in the comments section below, and I'll know you made it all the way to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I'll speak with you again soon.